The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
I'm coming after you. Check 94. Kill.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mike. Where's the tap? 19. Come down. Let's see what you got. Alert 3. Shoot. Come on. 25. Check 25.
On second down now, Dobbins. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, 49ers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 18 Gators. 54. Get.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set. Ready? 60 outlaw. 54. On the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Bring it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Go. 42's the mic, boys. 42. Lead grip.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's got some space here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, Zoo. Now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set. 19. Check. No. Cut. Check.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set. 19. I'm coming on 85. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 37. Hey, 24. Check, go get him. Mike 41. Mike 44.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
He's set. 19. 41 Mike. Hey, defense, left. Alert. Check three.
After the interception, here's Watson. being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check 1-3. Switch.
On second down now, Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is it. Mike is 59. Mike 31.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half.
Here we go. Set. 60 yard. Just like that. Get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
What's that? 19. Mike's 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. 54. Out. He's crossing. I see the line. Shift. 26. I don't know.
Here's Watson throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch the board.
Throwing going again on 2nd and 10. Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Watch the edge. 2-4. Switch.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Keep playing hard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Let's get
44-yard line. Switch.
On second down, Dobbins. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check. 42's the mic. Here we go.
Hit it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Bryant has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, he's got a 1st down past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, get inside, let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I'm coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Defensively, I know they have the and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
At the 7-yard line.
Got it.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tighten up, tighten up.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're